I want to bring something to your attention, and that is domestic violence. As a martial artist, my main goal is to make sure that everybody that I have contact with has at least a chance to learn or to use some kind of a technique in order to subdue a violence that is brought upon them. Unfortunately, domestic violence is something that, even though it happens, sometimes we're a little bit alien to the concept. It's not only when you get struck by domestic violence that you try to do something about it. Um, as growing up in in the 70s and 80s, um, I went through some domestic violence produced by my own father. My father used to beat on me with his fist clenched closed. And for many years, I never acknowledged this thing. I never told anyone because, incredibly, I felt ashamed. I felt like that I somehow deserved him beating on me. Uh, when you're when you're 9, 10 years old and your father beats on you with a closed fist, or he beats on you with a belt, and then your mom has to stop him, because he just passed uh, whipping you 18 times, then then something is wrong. Something is dramatically wrong. So, like I said, I mean, for many years I thought that I couldn't disclose this to anybody, but this was pretty much the biggest motivator. Actually, him and my uncle were the biggest promoters of me learning how to defend myself, learning martial arts. As a kid, as I grew up, even as a teenager, one of my dreams was to stand up to him. It wasn't until I was 15 that I was able to stand up to my own father, and and to have the audacity or the guts to have tears running down my cheeks, and telling him that if he laid a hand on me, I was going to return it back to him. And that was the last time I ever spoke to my father. Um, um, some later years, like 19 years later, he tried to reach out to me, but unfortunately, it'd been just way too many years, and either the psychological scars or how much he had hurt me was. But there was no sense for me to turn back the page and say, you know what, let's compensate for all those years that you used to beat on me, and I'm just gonna, make amends and have a relationship with somebody that I hadn't had a relationship in 19 years. It's been almost 30 years now since I last saw my father. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because somebody close to me has been a victim of domestic violence. One of my best friends and one of my best friend's sisters was brutally murdered over this weekend by her boyfriend. And the thing that one of the things that I've always wanted, even all the people that I've taught martial arts, I'm almost always interested in teaching women how to defend themselves. I have two sisters, and both my sisters know how to defend themselves. Actually, as a matter of fact, one of my sisters, in two occasions, had to make a dumbass no means no. Well, going back to what I was trying to say is that domestic violence is something that sometimes we can't see the signs. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes we're victims of the whole thing. But this is where I wanna help. And if you are if you're a woman, you really want to learn how to defend yourself, I'll be more than happy to do so. I just cannot let another person close to me be in a situation where they feel totally despaired and helpless, and they end up being murdered by some lunatic or some sense of I don't know, ownership that some men have over women. So this is my, I guess, my call out to any woman, regardless of your age, to come and at least give me a chance. You know, give me a try. Give me the possibility to teach you something. Try it out for a month. If you think that, you know, that this is not for you, at least you will walk away with plenty of tools that could buy you some time and a lot of the right thinking, the right thought process that can prevent your life being lost at the hands of domestic violence. But the thing is that violence is not always at home. You know, I mean, I practice martial arts and I teach people how to defend themselves with the interest of making sure that, you know, you walk away from whatever danger you're confronted. Last but not least, I want to show my respect to one of my best friends, whose sister passed away with her daughter. It's something that I never want to have anyone close to me or that I know of that has to go through this thing. It's an awful. It's a feeling of impotent. It's a feeling of feeling desperate because I know how to defend myself, but I'm not the target. It's not me that needs to know how to defend themselves. It's actually you. If you're a woman out there and if you want to learn how to defend yourself, I've been practicing martial arts most of my life. I have. I started out with. It doesn't matter what I know because once you come here, I mean, once you meet me at the dojo, at my school, you'll have a chance to review my curriculum and my martial arts lineage. What is most important is that I want to make sure that you walk away with a set of tools that, in a way, could empower you, and have the right thought process to make sure that you never fall victim at the hands of anyone. No one. No woman should have to feel impotent. No woman should have to feel prey to a man who, unfortunately, men are physically superior. And I don't mean that as a disrespect. I mean, it's just, you know, we evolved as, you know, either cavemans or hunters or you know, we were out there. I mean, so the evolution of man has always been physical. Women are different. Women are the nurturers. Women are the ones that that raise and feed, you know, the children, and which is a wonderful and a very important you know, duty or painstaking labor. But no woman should have to go through the sabotage, the pain, the humiliation of somebody that thinks just because they're a man, they can overpower them. So, click on the bottom part to actually have access to our info. Make sure that like I said, give us the Riku Dojo 2 a try, and allow us to help you feel empower, making sure that what happened to my best friend's sister does not happen again to any woman at all. Again, this is Sensei Alexander from the Riku Dojo 2, just pleading out there. So thank you, and I hope to see you at the dojo.